No clue. Not sure how I'm doing it. Hello.
Okay.
Okay. Can you even see these? Like, can you see anything in the front?
It's lagged.
Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna.
Hello, folks.
Nobody's there yet.
Welcome. Oh, so it's spooky.
I think that'll be better.
We're in room 402. Hold on.
And I summon Finn.
Success.
We're in room 402 at the famous haunted Hawthorne Hotel. Hawthorne.
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 So what it is that it used to be Hathorne. The Puritans were Hathorne, and Nathaniel Hawthorne changed his name and put a W in there because he thought those Puritan guys were fucked up, which they were. So
Not wrong.
The Hawthorns, not the Hathorns.
The Hawthorns.
Yes. All right. So, and look, okay, I'm in Salem, Mass. Look how cute these little candles are I got here.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
What up, Buck?
Please tell me you bought a metric truckload of those.
I didn't, but I feel that I need to now. Would you like
Do you
some?
mean I will send you money.
I bought you a little treat, but you know, I'm happy to buy you. Oh, never mind. We got these at TJ Maxx.
Oh God! You know what? No, I'll go to the TJ Maxx down the street.
I'll go get some.
So we got them at TJ Maxx in Boston. That's why I forgot, because I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
I found Spooky Spice.
There's a Spooky Spice. Hello, Spooky Spice.
All right. So, how are you all doing? I miss you.
I miss you. Come back. We have had a crazy awesome day here with the Psychic Vampire Codex releasing.
Yes.
So if you haven't heard, I'll do one good early plug on this one, guys. Yes. The Psychic Vampire Codex is going for a second edition. It's going to be released September 19th, but pre-orders are open right now. And if you pre-order before the 19th of September, not only do you get it signed, but you also get invited to an exclusive virtual online event. So you need to pre-order. You gotta get that little pre-order in there.
How long can you pre-order?
Pre-order runs until the 18th of September, so you have quite a bit, about a month or so to pre-order.
There's time
and
for
you can only exactly, and you can only get it at michellebelanger.com/store. So if anybody's feeling particularly spunky in chat, feel free to go ahead and type that out so folks know how to spell Michelle Belanger, and you can pop over there and get it. But that's something that's been like exploded into the world today, and we're very excited.
Yes, it is super exciting, and I'm reading one of M. Belanger's other books, Dreamwalking, right now. And it's so good. If you haven't read their books, they're so fucking good. And yeah, you know, one thing I've been thinking though, Ash and I both, while we've been here in Salem, is like, why the fuck aren't Zasha's books in these shops? Like, they need to be here. We gotta make that happen.
Gotta do it. I know they're in the shops in the French Quarter here. Like, I see them here. So it might just be a matter of like calling up some store owners and being like, hey, did you know? Because the got all the rights back. So finally, but then there's a process of like putting the books back out there. So that's part of the reason why many shops don't have any copies left. They're all sold out. They can't order anymore. So, but we're changing that one book at a time.
That's right. We are. I'm really excited to, because there's vampires are really big here in Salem. They're so big, bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really cool. So, for those of you who haven't been to Salem, who are into vampires, definitely check out Salem. It's very curious. There's like some really cool stuff going on here, and there's a lot of vampire literature. And soon, hopefully, Michelle will be back in stock on shelves to add to that, because like the Psychic Vampire Codex is so fucking good. I mean, obviously, you know that I think that, but I don't know if everybody else here knows that. It's a great book.
Also, it's Jay. Yes, I do live in the New Orleans area.
Which is
Born and raised, y'all.
that
But on
is
a way.
vampire.
Also, thank you, Dance Girl, for the spelling and all the goal achievement.
Congratulations, Fargo.
I got a gold too. Stop it right now.
Oh my god.
So,
All right, guys.
oh my god.
Okay, so I want to tell y'all a little bit about the hotel that we're in before we get started.
Please.
I feel like
Yes, I'm ready.
Want to know? So the Hawthorne Hotel it's like 100 years old now. About like what is it, 98? Because it says 1925 out there. But that doesn't make any sense because it says 1843 on the fucking thing downstairs.
Maybe that's the additions?
So I think that
That's not here, that's at the Lyceum.
But that's what this building used to be.
No, that was Turner's.
Fuck a shit. You're right. Gosh, there's so much old shit here. I can't remember which old shit is which old shit. So, okay. What I do know is this. This is one of the oldest hotels here. And so there's like it's really cool. It's very musty, I will say. Something. No, it's just old. It's real old. Okay. And so in room 325 of this hotel, there have been reports of that's the one with the little kid, right?
Let me look. I think so.
There's two rooms, 612 and 325. And 612 is the lady in a white dress, which is very common in like the land of experiencing the spirits.
Quintessential, yes.
Obviously.
Yeah, some people think it's Bridget Bishop.
Right. And then, so in 612, in room 612, people believe that it is, that woman in the dress is Bridget. Hello. I don't know. What? Set the goal. Whatever.
Ooh.
I don't know. I said it.
We hit goal. Goal achieved.
Why?
Thank you, Queer Crypt, Jin Rebel, Bucky the Warrior, and Bluegrass Dark Druid. Y'all are amazing.
Y'all are amazing.
Amazing.
Bridget Bishop is who they think the lady was in the white dress, who is in room 612. That guests have seen here for not centuries, decades. And Bridget Bishop was a woman who was actually murdered for.
She was the first one.
She was the first one to die for quote unquote witchcraft. We are going to talk about like things like that, so trigger warning. There's a lot of, this whole place is about death. Salem is, and she remarried, which was very looked down upon by the Puritans, and got some money from that, and then ended up living in this place that's now this very famous seafood house here. And it was a prime piece of land, and the Puritans did not like that. And so they found a
construction worker working on the house found a doll.
Yeah, so they found a doll in the house, the construction worker that was working on her house at the time in there. And it was really just like a thing that people did, it was like you put a shoe in there, you put a doll in there. It was like to keep, bad.
Walls. In the walls.
In the walls, yeah. And to keep like the bad spirits away. And so they used that as they did, and they killed her. So people think that it's Bridget that's here in 612. I'm not sure why, but they think that she's also here in this building as well. Ghost Adventures, Zach Baggins, and all them, they do be coming to 612 and 325 to investigate. So I don't know. I didn't see that episode of those things, but it has some validity apparently. And that's all about Zach Baggins.
So that's like the most popular recorded stories in the hotel.
In the hotel, yes.
Yeah. Specifically the hotel, yeah.
Yeah, the hotel itself doesn't have like really strong stories attached to it. It's just what people have experienced while they're staying here. There's no like confirmed deaths that we could find. Like a kid that died in here. Well, except what was that little boy thing though? You did find a death.
There maybe a kid died here. There's no like. There wasn't any details.
Yeah, maybe a kid died here. That's all we have.
And then like they took the like steering wheel from one of the like ships, and it's in the restaurant, and sometimes it moves.
Oh right.
And they think it's because they're mad that it was stolen from the ship.
Well, okay. So do you all? Yeah, can you all hear Ash?
Yes.
Oh, you can. Okay, great.
But there is some odd audio periodically with you, Ben, that I'm noticing. It's like a little like weird buzzy sound, and then it disappears.
Weird. Oh, what's in the? Oh God.
And now it is silent. There is no audio.
No audio?
And I barely hear you now.
You know what it is? I don't have the Wi-Fi. So here's the thing about the Wi-Fi sucks.
Touche.
Oh, the life has been paused. Oh, and back paused. I would say it was the spirits, but I do believe it was a fen.
So while we're waiting, I've set a new goal. I've set spooky slime because I found the little slime
like
that
ectoplasm.
Basically, and then also have my slime on hand. So it was on theme. I had it right here. Where I was like, why not spooky slime? Hi, Liz. Also, welcome, Gigi. I saw. Oh, thanks, Druid.
Kismet said, I've noticed that clock app is being a bit sensitive to energetic fluctuations in Wi-Fi signals recently, so maybe the ghost of TikTok has opinions as well.
Is this any better, y'all?
Turn it toward you.
Yes.
That good? Okay, so now we're on some kind of Wi-Fi. Wait, there's spooky slime as an option?
No, it's like a minnow slime or something like that, but he's like teal and has like little alien twiggies in his head. He looks to me like a spooky slime, so I named him a spooky slime, and I have my slime. So it's something to do with my hands so I don't fidget with things that I shouldn't, like the cords and things like that.
All right, so I'm gonna do an offering. So what is our offering? This is always from Stephanie Bingham. Thank you, Bingham, if you're here.
Thank you, Bingham.
Effin cucumber vodka. Cucumber and vanilla vodka. Why not?
Why not?
So we're going to do this little offering here. And we got air. Frick, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into it tonight.
Yeah, me too. All right, so we have air incense here. And you don't want me to get started on this incense, okay? This is the incense from 1705. Shoyido. It is so good. Nothing compares. For you, Sinead. Nothing compares to you. So good. All right, so we have air, water. This is my new Witch City mug. Stop it. Stop. Have you all been here to Salem?
Nope.
I have.
It's cool, huh?
I have not.
I really enjoyed it. We weren't there for very long. It was basically just a day trip as we were headed to somewhere else. Um, One of my favorite things, like we went to the witch house. We went to a couple of historic sites, like the oldest graveyard in the country is the claim. I have a lot of pictures there because there's some beautiful pieces, like mortuary pieces there. One of my favorite things was the Wax Museum of Horror Movies that was, I don't know if it's still there, but they had a huge like wax collection of, you know, Jack Nicholson from The Shining. They had The Exorcist. My favorite part, however, is that all of the old like Universal actors and Vincent Price, they had life masks of them. So instead of death masks, like the way that they would do it, the cast of their face when they died, they all volunteered to do it while they were still alive. So they had very realistic impressions of Bela Lugosi, Vincent Price, like everybody. It was wonderful.
That's really cool. Yeah, we didn't do the wax museum, although, you know, it's hard actually to get to all the things. Like it's so small, but it's incredible. Like there's so much fucking happening here. So you could come back. We have to come back again. Like we didn't.
Oh no.
Yeah, so sad. All right, so we did do the tour with the Satanic Temple last night, which was so good. Hail Satan! It was great that like all these people, most group were just like yelling, "Hail Satan!" You know, at the end of our tour, and I was like, "This is the best city ever." That was perfect. All right, I'm just getting set. So I have offering, water, air, fire. I have a tourmaline for earth. But I'm going to put it over here because I don't want it to be. And then for those of you who are here for the seance last time, I have your favorite. I brought the Scorpio oil.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that shit. It does seem to amplify things. I will say that these little skull candles are cute, but like they aren't cute very long. They're so small.
Oh, I bet.
No, they're little tea lights. I'm sure they're gonna
They'd be damned.
have a cavity in their cranium rather quickly.
Cranium cavity.
Cranium cavity.
So we're setting up the REM pod. We're gonna put it. Where can you see it? Let's see.
I'll say there's a chance that we might get a noise complaint
We not.
at some point.
And while Finn does that, since we're gonna be psychic support, I'm gonna put up my my oil to help me get into the mood.
I also have something very special for this occasion that was a gift to me. I do not know if Leona Louise has joined us at this time, but I have a wonderful perfume that was gifted to me. And I will post the brand name later because I can't read it, it's tiny. But the actual the scent name is Seance.
Appropriate.
I was like, I'll put it on when we start. That way, like, yes.
Okay. So what do y'all think? I kind of want your opinion on this, and not just Abri and Frick, but whoever's joining right now as well. So we definitely want to do an Estes session, and to just see like what entities might be willing to with us in this hotel, which is very fucking old and clearly haunted. But also, I think people love when we get into the Ouija board, and Ash is here, my beautiful wife, who is down for being like the other hand in this situation if we want to do this. What do you think we should start with?
I'm always a fan of setting space and intention first from a Kheprian perspective. So we've already kind of started this with the offerings and like do some little energy, but like I'd love to invite all of you viewers to kind of come in and like let's open the space up and invite any folk in the area in Salem who want to speak. So maybe Fen, do you have something that you can hold up as like sort of like visual cues that people can focus on and like put their intention into that?
That is Salem focused.
Doesn't have to be, but why not?
Not this cup. Then you could just think it's called the Witch City.
So I want everybody to focus on this mug and pour your intention for open spirit communication into it. Doesn't have to be big. You can be thinking it's silly. You can be very intentional and very serious with it. All of that energy kind of flows into this cup. And from that cup, as an offering to spirits, they can sip from this cup and be able to gain the little bit of extra boost they might need in order to better communicate. So just focus on that and put that intention into that mug. I think with that, doesn't need to be very much, just enough. Alrighty, I think that's a great place to start. And just, Ben, since you're in space, Ash as well, just take a few deep breaths in the space and then also focus that intention. And everybody who's watching also focus back into that, like allowing the room to kind of expand open into spirit. Spirits often like corners of rooms, so about the corners and tops of the rooms becoming like little portals for them to move through. Or sometimes they'll come through clear open spots on the walls. There's like a different kind of doorway that'll open there.
I don't know if you can see, but we also have a mirror right here purposefully, and we are in the corner of the room.
Perfect. So spirits really like liminal spaces. Mirrors already generate a liminal space, but corners are this really interesting geometric thing that I will get into at a completely different point. But effectively, it's its own liminal space. So when you're talking about shapes and dimensionality, a room is a shape, and a different kind of shape overlaps within that on a separate dimension, and that's usually in the corners. So
yeah, we in the corner.
You're an ideal location.
I prepared for you.
Yes.
It is me that is haunting you, Finn.
Spooky fan says.
So we did also give an offering here for those, and I think sorry y'all. So on my end, I cannot see the chat because the phone is in a shoe right now because we forgot all the equipment. So I have no idea what you're saying, and I love you all, and thank you so much for everything that you're saying.
I'll tell you if there's questions.
Okay. But I think that they're saying they want to do Ouija because I just saw the end of Ouija a couple of times.
One person said Ouija.
Oh, okay.
But no one else has offered any.
Yeah, we're kind of slow.
So, well, let's cover what we do have available so folks can kind of chime in on it. So we have a Ouija board. Both Frick and I have tarot. I have my HK pendulum, should we need to go that direction. I also have dice and contemplation cards, shadow work specifically. Frickums, what all you have over there?
Well, presently, I have my Magic the Gathering tarot deck. I also have any number of things that I can fetch very easily. I have, oh Lord, I have my Angelarium deck, which is more of like a, what do you call it? Not a tarot deck, it's the other thing. I've lost the phrase entirely. Oracle deck, thank you. And then I have, well, I have a Ouija board, but I'm the only one here at the moment, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah, depending if we need numbers, I have a bunch of labradorite dice, different numbers, different sizes. D&D nerds always have dice.
Tiny rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Also have dowsing rods and oracle cards, but I mean here I think on my end I want to focus primarily on Estes just because I tend to be a pretty good receiver at the Estes, and like you
Absolutely.
should use this while we're in this haunted hotel in Salem. And then also we did purchase this board from the only board museum in Salem, Massachusetts today. So it would be cool to consecrate it and like use it within this space. But I have things that y'all already have. So if you have those things, I think you should have Uncle Frick and Uncle Abri do those.
Ooh, we have people wanted Estes over here.
You got Estes, and what do you have?
Also, Finn, Cecil in my chat says there was a little viewer who lived in a shoe.
Yes. Are my little viewers in a shoe? I'm sorry. I forgot to bring that stuff. So we had to get really crafty like a few hours ago and figure out how to do this.
I love it, honestly.
Kismet says yesties to the Estes.
Yeah. Yes, Kismet.
I love it.
Say that I know that we just asked, but I feel like Estes is something that I have to build up to a little bit. So maybe we should start with just a little something else, and we'll get into it quickly though. What were the other ones? Ouija, Oracle, Tarot. Let's start with an Oracle. We always start with an Oracle on our seance sessions.
I have to go get them. I'll be right back. Because I was not planning on the Oracle deck specifically. That's okay. Also, y'all might see a kitten in the process.
You never know.
You never know. He will probably be here and steal my spot the minute I get up. It will take me 2 seconds. I will be right back.
Did you pull a witch card for Finn?
I did. So this is a witch oracle deck, so it's not that unusual.
Oh, okay.
This little witch here is like the exact kind of little logo for Salem, which is weird. And it just popped out, and it's air is the sign of imagination. So while we're waiting.
Noted. To answer your question, Lestat Thirst Trap, do they talk to you without the tools? So yes, at least for myself, I can usually pick up spirit entities communication. The tools are just a really great way of helping to illustrate or allow spirits to communicate in different ways. So it's a process. I think you look at it from a couple of different lenses and see who would like to speak and how they would like to speak.
Does somebody want to ask a question for the oracle cards, or should this first one be kind of like our main intent for this whole seance?
I would suggest starting out with the intentions having just been set to ask any spirit folk there to allow them to interact with those cards and see what they have to say. See where are they at? Check their vibe. I'm also pulling cards and got indecision.
Sounds right.
I also have we have successfully acquired the Oracle deck on my end as well. Getting them all shuffled.
I would like to consecrate this deck with all of the folks in the live. I think that would be really fun.
Oh, is this the first time you've used it?
Not the deck, the board. Sorry, the board.
The board.
The board.
The board.
What?
The Ouija board.
One of my favorite things about this area is I totally forgot because I used to live in Massachusetts. I don't know why I didn't lodge it in my brain. But the accent is so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Our server tonight came over and was like, "Would you like the chocolate tot?" I was like, "Yes, because I would like the tot."
All right.
So, Finn, would you like to do the Ouija board, working with that first, or do you want to go back to seeing where the vibes are at with cards?
Oh yeah, I was waiting for your oracle. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for Frick's.
Yep.
I pulled indecision.
I was gonna say I was just waiting to make sure that we were in a good place.
Frick, we're just waiting for you.
Ooh. The card that has been pulled is Zadkiel, Angel of Mercy.
Ooh.
So that is apparently the vibe for this evening, is the Angel of Mercy, which is super cool.
Kind of interesting for Salem too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very appropriate, I think.
I think so too, personally.
Right. So Mercy. All right. So let's
Mercy.
concentrate this board. So, you can consecrate a board all kinds of ways. For those of you who are in my live, in one or another. So I think it would be cool for those of you who are like into it if we said something together that sort of like what's the word? Like activated the board. I don't know what. What shall we say? Activate. Oh, that was me. No, me again. Stop it.
You say activate like that, and the meme comes to mind. What, Frickums?
So I just read a line about the Zadkiel card in this deck that I have to read to you guys because we were saying it felt appropriate. Zadkiel reminds us to reveal our failings openly and be judged by those that have the power to forgive. It is only the just who may make such a reckoning.
I got goosebumps from that.
Same. The hair on my arm just stood up. You are in Salem, and that is the phrasing that they will. Yes.
This city is potent, and whether I think it's a combination of what has happened here, but then also like it's a city of reclamation, and
Yes.
that's so powerful. So it's like this living, breathing egregore now of like energy and freak flags and like magic, and I think it's just there's a lot of tourism, but it is really a special place if you haven't been here. Okay.
Amanda says, could the oracle cards also communicate a name? Mercy Lewis was one of the accusers.
Oh, really? I haven't learned that on one of my tours lately.
I did not know that. That is certainly a synchronicity.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Oh, I have a request to repeat because the sound cut out for somebody. So what I found that has us all clutching our pearls is the Zadkiel reminds us to reveal our failings and be judged by those that have the power to forgive. It is only the just who may make such a reckoning.
Okay. So Ash says she's reading me the comments because y'all are in the shoe, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And she says one of you said we should repeat new blood, which is kind of fitting, right? Because it's going to be new blood, new ectoplasm, whatever, in this word. So, should we repeat that a few times together?
New blood, the word. The words.
The words, yes.
New blood.
And I'm gonna take this scorpion oil. This oil has an actual scorpion in it,
Nice.
and I love. And in the last live, we're obsessed with it. So I think it's good to use on this board because it always amplifies, whatever working you're doing. So I'm just putting some in all the corners in the center of the board. And this is the new blood board too, actually. So this is for, we will be using this board on set. There was another board that was so cool, but it was so expensive, so it'll be on my vision board. But this will do for now. All right. So should we do it like, what do you say? Like 3 times? New blood?
I'm good with that.
We count at 3. 1, 2, 3.
New blood.
Blood. New blood.
Blood.
New blood.
Blood. All right. I feel like we should do the planchette as well.
Absolutely.
Scorpions.
Then while you're doing that, damned girl in my chat is asking if the oil has a scent.
It does. Smells like scorpion carcass. No, really, it
Like a
doesn't
little
actually.
nutty?
It's just kind of, yeah. I mean, I don't think they added any fragrance to it. I could be wrong. This was made by a witch that I don't know personally. But yeah, a little nutty. Yeah, now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's mild. Is that what they're supposed to smell like?
Yeah.
I think they can smell like whatever you put in them, yeah. So
I'm going to use a little bit of this offering too. All right, so new blood 3 times with the planchette. 1, 2, 3.
new blood.
New blood.
All right. So now this is our board. What did I say to you guys? Okay. No, don't be running in fear. It's fine. This is fun. Okay. You ready, Ash?
You gotta move the REM pod.
Okay, we gotta move the REM pod.
While that's happening, I wanted to thank people for our goal, our Fingy Heart. This little guy right here. So thanks, Jen Rebel, Bluegrass Dark Druid, and Bucky the Warrior.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Are we ready? Generally we do both, but you could do one. We could try either. Can you see Ash? I'm scared to move the shoe.
Don't worry about it.
Do you want to be
I
Ivana?
don't think that you can get it.
She wants to be Ivana White. Thank you for the strawberries or something. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. Maybe just one. Let's start with one. All right. Are there any entities who want to speak with us here in this hotel? Okay. We got a yes right away.
I got a yes on Pendulum as well.
Nice. Okay, great. Okay. Are we speaking with Bridget? You can't lean on it too much.
I have a no on Pendulum.
No, you got a no?
I got a no on the Pendulum.
Yeah, it's not moving here either. So
Let's see if I can shift you guys a little bit. Oh, wow. Y'all, we hit goal that fast?
Wow.
Good, the gravy cakes.
Oh, hello, Lestat. I see you.
MD. Wait, is that D? Are you a doctor? MD. We just, what did you ask?
What is your name?
What is your name? And we got MD.
Interesting.
I am making notes, by the way.
Oh, good.
Good plan.
Are you a doctor?
Someone's asking where the arm came from.
That's my partner's arm.
Again.
MD again. MD. Okay. MD. Are those your initials? M D. All right, MD. You're right a little bit.
Made goals. Thank you guys. Thank you, Lestat. And Bluegrass Dark Druid, and I know Dan Girl did a bunch of that. Also, hello, Mumsy.
And
We are doing a Ouija board.
yeah, no, it's saying no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's do, are you a doctor? So it's not their initials. Are you a doctor? Yes. Okay, I got yes
Yeah.
too. You
Got yes.
Okay, you're a doctor. Did you die in this hotel? No. It's definitely intelligent because it's using NO on the board as opposed to over there because it's like too much work.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
Are you from Salem?
I got a no.
Yes. I got a yes.
Interesting. Originally from Salem or actively in Salem?
No.
So not originally.
What year did you come to Salem? Six?
62?
63.
63? Is it 1963?
1963? Yes.
Okay.
1963. Okay, so yes, 1963, a doctor. So then this hotel would have been here. So did you stay in this hotel? No. Did you
visit? Oh, I guess you didn't.
What did we ask if they died here? Yeah. Are you the only entity that is here in this hotel?
No.
Yeah, that. It just moved off no and then went right back to no again. Okay. Is Bridget also in this hotel? Not her.
Yeah, I've got like a no response on that one.
Same here. Yeah, nothing. So loud though. Wow. Thank you, everyone. You're amazing.
Mumsy in my chat said, asked, how many entities are there?
How many entities are here with us?
5.
5.
Ooh.
5 entities. Do all of those 5 entities here stay in the hotel all the time?
Yes.
Yes. Do you find the guests that stay here annoying? No, that's surprising.
Do you like their company?
Yes. Do we have any other questions in there?
Yeah, everybody here, feel free to ask questions for the Ouija board, please.
Somebody's asking, are they over the shoe here? Are all of those you 5 entities that are here, are you all human or were you all human? No. How
Yeah, I get
many
a
of
strong no.
Strong no too?
Mm-hmm.
How many of you were human of the 5? We got 3. What about the other 2? Could you spell out what they are if they aren't human? Yes.
Someone asked, are they land spirits?
Buck is asking, is it a cat ghost?
Not land spirits, it says.
Were you an animal?
Were both of the other 2 that were not human animal spirits? Yes.
Yes.
So, were you a pet?
So both of you were pets? Were you cats?
1 or 2?
2. Yes, 2. 2 cats?
So that's it, right?
Aww.
2 cats? Yeah. What can we call you? Can you say one at a time what we can call you? No. Okay.
Too hard?
Is that too hard? Yes, that's fair. Do you like to show up in room 325? Nope, it says 4. 4 what? 40.
That's the room we're in.
402. That's the room we're in. So you're here hanging out with us? Yes.
Someone says their cat is very interested in this conversation right now.
Oh.
Rubbing their face and stuff.
I wonder, do we have anything cats would like? Because cats don't really want cucumber vodka, do they?
So I have a question in my chat that's asking if there is the presence of a brown-haired girl, perchance, as one of the entities.
Of the 3 entities that were human, were one of you a brown-haired girl? No.
Okay. Confirm no over here.
Were you all 3 male?
No.
No. How many of you were female? Three. Okay, so all 3 of you were women.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Are you all friends?
Well, that was a strong yes.
Well, that makes me feel good.
Out with their 2 cats.
Golden Girls and the 2 cats.
Yeah. That's a kick-ass afterlife right there, hanging out with your best friends and your cats.
Oh,
They said no, they don't like that actually. We
Aw.
got didn't mean that to be disrespectful. That's so funny. So, is there anything that you wish people knew about you? Yes. Do you want to try and spell it out for us? No. Is there a better way? Would you like to try a different way that's easier for you? Yes. Okay. Have other investigators in this hotel tried something that's kind of like channeling? Yes. And is that something that you think would be easier for you? Yes.
Someone is asking if they were friends during life.
Were you friends when you were alive? No.
No.
That's kind of cool.
So you met on the
here at the hotel? Afterlife? Yes. Well, I want to ask questions.
The hotel is the Hawthorne Hotel in Salem, Massachusetts.
If I try an Estes method, do you remember other paranormal investigators using that? No. Yeah, so basically I would be the channel and you could talk through me through a radio wave. Would that be easier for you? Yes. Okay. I guess that means we should do the Estes.
I think so.
Okay, well,
While we're getting the Estes methods set up, I'm going to share Megan, the Queer Crypt, said that while she's been watching this live, there has been something watching over her shoulder, and that never happens.
Ooh.
wow.
Yeah, sound off in the comments if you're experiencing anything in your space right now.
What?
Lestat is having racing heart.
Okay.
I will say it doesn't feel bad in here at all.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel negative at all.
It does feel open. I do feel like there's a heaviness that comes with communicating with entities, but it doesn't feel malevolent for anybody who might be worried.
I get big curiosity vibes from my space. So
Mumsy has goosebumps.
Okay, so we're going to turn on the EMF again because we've had luck with this in the back. I mean, in the past. And I'm going to put it here in the center. And Ash will just kind of watch while I'm under. See all the pieces here. Sadly, I don't know what we're going to do when these candles go out because we don't have more. But we'll do the best we can.
I'll just have to turn on a little overhead light.
Or something, yeah. So, okay, we're going to do the Estes. We have these noise-canceling headphones, for those who don't know. These are drumming headphones, so I cannot hear what everybody's going to ask. You all can ask questions. Abri, Frick should ask questions. Ash, of course, can ask questions. I can't hear any of those. And what I'm going to act as is basically a channel. So I'm connecting these drummer headphones to a spirit box, which you have probably seen on your favorite paranormal shows. I can't see shit. Wow. And then...
And I can read questions from the viewers too.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ash will read the question on the new blood side because she has a different switch. Okay, so basically what this is doing is running through AM radio stations. You know what? We're going to do FM because that seemed to work better for us last time because football season. So we're going to do FM and I'm going to blindfold myself just so I can't read anybody's lips. And we've already primed the entities here. They seem to be more interested in this kind of communication. So let's see what kind of results we get. I'm going to use this astral dreaming spray and spray my little eye mask here because some witches here in Salem made it, and it always helps me to go under a little further.
All right, everybody, start questions you would like to ask the spirits. And feel free to pop them into chats.
Yeah, but they can't see your face. I'm looking at the other end.
That's good.
Okay.
Ash, let me know when Finn is set up.
Okay. You know what?
Let me know when she's set up.
Okay. say if this like changes? Like if it spikes? Okay. If this changes, I'm just supposed to say.
What?
If this changes, I'm just supposed to say if it spikes or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Thank you, General.
So fast.
Alrighty.
Okay, she's under.
Alright.
Okay, so to the entities that were with us earlier, Fen is listening to radio frequency and you can communicate through her. Can you tell us your names?
We're ready.
How many of you are here?
Love you. I'm ready.
Who are you? You stayed at the Hawthorne Hotel?
What year it is?
Sorry, technical malfunction.
Ah.
There we go. Madeline.
Madeline, are you the person that kept telling us you were MD?
Priorities.
Who else is with us?
Went to school.
Did you go to school to be a doctor?
Why?
You said MD earlier. We thought that meant doctor.
Good.
Did you go to a school in Massachusetts?
Here.
Born in Salem? What year were you born?
Right here.
What year?
I keep pulling the card alone. Do you feel like you're alone?
Listen.
Are you alone?
Too slow.
Someone told us.
Look up.
Oh gosh.
Look up for what? Are you on the 5th floor?
One over.
Are you in one room over from us? Do you have a cat?
In the building.
You're in the building. Do you have a cat with you? Are there other entities with you?
In the back.
What do you want to tell us?
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Joining us.
Laverne.
Oh, we have Laverne now. Laverne,
13.
Are you 13 years old? Are you from Salem?
Seven.
$13,700? What do those numbers mean?
Agnes. So we have Madeline, Laverne, and Agnes.
Work there.
Oh, did you work at the hotel? Were you a maid? Or maybe work at the front desk?
Enjoy it.
You enjoy working here? Do all three of you work for the hotel?
Pleasant. On the left. And then keep going.
What room do you like to stay in?
Busy.
In 1 week.
What's happening in a week? Do you guys have any questions for these ladies?
I keep getting the card hurt pop up over and over again.
Sorry, say that again.
The balcony.
The word hurt.
Hurt.
Were they hurt? Who was hurt?
Were you hurt here? I don't think that the hotel has any balconies.
No, I don't. I think it has something, it's not to do with them being hurt in the space. I feel like they're in the space because that's a comfortable place.
Voice for the first time. Hello? That's what it was, like teeny tiny. Aldi.
Aldi? There's a grocery store called Aldi now.
Yeah.
Were one of you hurt? Why do you stay at the hotel?
Brown.
Brown.
Physical.
You were physically hurt?
Mom.
Was the hotel,
And dog.
what was that?
Oh, there's a mom and daughter.
Leave.
Okay, I think there's a mother-daughter that left an
8.
abusive situation.
Yeah. Was the hotel refuge a safe space?
Little kid again.
Did the mother and daughter come to the hotel to be safe? I have like lots of tingling all of a sudden.
Somebody in my chat is asking, were they hurt in the fire?
Oh, there was a fire here. Were you part of the Salem fire?
Heard a baby, just a baby cry. That was weird.
That is something that they say they hear here. A baby crying.
Up,
Did you bring your baby to the hotel?
up. 8. Up.
I think there's only 6 floors here.
Have there only ever been 6 floors, and does that include the basement?
Up.
Are you on a higher
Whoa,
floor?
that was weird. Just completely stopped. And then it said quit.
Do we need to stop?
Asking the questions.
Okay, we're gonna stop asking those questions.
Yeah.
Art.
Is Art a person?
Help.
How can we help you?
Right next to you. Now. Woo!
You're right next to us?
Creepy. Not scary. It doesn't feel scary, just so you know. That's me.
How can we help you?
Fire.
Oh, were you here during the fire?
3.
3 of you?
I did.
What?
I get the sense that their spirits like coming and going right now, like they're shuffling.
I grew up.
Is there anyone that wants to stay and talk to us?
Living in Brooklyn.
Did you travel to Salem?
In an apartment.
You used to live in Brooklyn in an
Up.
apartment?
I broke free. Prison.
A safe space for you? Or a hiding place?
Gables.
Oh. Do you have a connection to the House of Seven Gables?
Gables.
Are we talking to Nathaniel? Or someone that lived at the House of Seven Gables? Or did you visit there on a tour?
Nathaniel.
Oh God. That's creepy.
Okay.
The street that this hotel is named after Nathaniel Hawthorne, and the House of Seven Gables is a book he wrote.
Hi. First one.
Are we talking?
Calm.
Are we talking to Nathaniel? Or maybe you're a fan of Hawthorne's books?
Paranoid. Salem.
We are in Salem. Did anyone look at what time we started this?
We popped in. Y'all probably popped in about 15 after. So we've been at this about an hour.
Sorry, how long has she been in, do you think?
I think we need to take her out here in like 2 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah.
We're about to stop. Does anyone else?
Appleton.
Appleton. That is a name. That's a prominent name here too.
Is
I
it?
can't remember the lady's first name.
That's it.
Is this Lady Appleton? I don't remember your first name.
Here.
You're here? Did you also live at the House of Seven Gables? Or own it at one point? Or maybe you knew her.
Ben.
Ben.
Paul.
Paul.
Different voices of men.
People are coming.
Getting crowded.
How many people are here?
I don't think we'll make it.
How many people are here right now? How many entities are here? You have a couple more to that.
I think that's going to be the last
All right.
question.
Yeah.
To take her out.
Tap her out.
Take her out.
Yeah. All done?
I mean, it seemed like maybe it should be.
Why? What happened?
Well, you got a lot of very direct replies.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. At one point, it seemed like we were talking to Nathaniel Hawthorne.
It was so weird. It was just women's voices. Then it was a little kid's voice, which is unusual for them to change like that. And then it shifted to male voices that were very distinct from each other. Yeah. Weird.
I asked about Nathaniel, and then you said Nathaniel.
Really?
And then you said Appleton.
Yeah.
Which is another lady. Isn't she connected to the house?
Oh, right. We did learn about something.
Yeah.
A man or a woman. I can't
It
remember.
was a woman, I thought.
Apple.
I've got one. There is a Samuel Appleton who was a judiciary in Salem. So says Sue's in my chat.
Or maybe it was a guy. It might have been from we did the Satanic Temple tour last night. And it might have been on that.
I don't remember, but wow, that's a lot of energy in this room. Like,
yeah, at one point my stomach was nauseous and like I had like full body like tingles.
Yeah.
And at one point you said that like the entity was like right here.
I
like,
said
sitting,
right here.
Like to the left. Like
did you feel
in
something?
the room right next to you?
Like I just felt like lots of energy going through my body.
Yeah. It was intense. Like, they definitely would like to talk more. But if we do that, I think I need to, like, eat something.
Well, the other thing was we were starting to feel like nobody was staying.
Yeah, nobody, like, hung around. It felt like a bunch of
the
different...
ladies were here for a while. We got the impression that that there was a mother and a daughter that, like, fled an abusive situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you also had 3... former employees of the hotel.
Oh,
the
wow.
ones that talked to us on the board, I think, that were like,
Did they give names?
Like, we really love it here. Agnes, Laverne, and Madeline.
We gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Agnes, Laverne, and
I
Madeline.
think they worked here. And one of them, Madeline, said she was born in Salem. And,
That's interesting. We should ask the front desk tomorrow. They're gonna be like, ugh.
I don't remember what else.
I know the vibe was there was a lot of like near the mid to end of that session. It was like we had the women, we had like the hotel worker staff, and then it was like because there was activity actively happening, more things were coming in. So it felt like the number of entities in this space at one point just dramatically like it kind of boomed. And it was like there were several people trying to talk at once.
Also, at the same time that happened, before we had discussed it, there were a couple of people in my chat who had apparently intense reactions while they were watching as it was happening. So, like, it wasn't like we said, oh, there's a lot of things coming through, and then there was a reaction. Like, it was simultaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
List says Nathan Appleton, 1779 to 1861, merchant, manufacturer, banker, and congressman.
So there's potentially a Nathaniel Appleton as well.
There's a Nathaniel Appleton in Salem and a Nathan Appleton.
Oh, okay.
It could have been that. I thought because you kept saying Gables that it was Nathaniel Hawthorne.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nathaniel Hawthorne wanted to stay around because he was such a recluse. Like, I bet he really liked that.
Or it could be somebody that didn't like him.
I don't know, but my face is so hot, and like my hands got right around, like, I don't know how long was I under?
Like 20, was it like 20 minutes?
20
Close
minutes?
to 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
Fallen tricks, you're feeling sick? Okay. So if you've been participating experience and you're feeling some sort of physical way, there's a couple of quick things you can do. One is just focus on your breathing initially and just sort of recenter yourself. Pay attention to where the center of your body feels and focus on it. And then once you kind of do that, even if it doesn't rectify the nausea, do feel free to get up, move around, feel free to go get a snack, something to eat, or like run cold water over your hands. Those are good methods of grounding, and that'll kind of bring you back into your body a little bit and disperse any energy that might be building up inside of you.
I personally like snacks and running cold water over my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very
I
effective
actually
tools.
have some spicy cashews that are like calling my name right now because I'm like, ooh.
You are a spicy cashew. I mean that what the like that's this Frank.
Oh, cashews are my favorite. So like, yes, I will take spicy cashew.
My favorite too. I felt like, which I haven't felt like in a while, I felt like at a certain point, like midway through, I became like an antenna, and they were just like, "Oh, we can get through. We got a telephone line open." And then I just felt like all of this energy through both of my palms, and then like the top of my head and my cheeks, and I was just like excited, but also overwhelmed energetically.
Yeah, and that's when I think we had like everybody look over here. A person who's doing the thing, and like everything came up all at once.
Oh, really? So it was like more you could like kind of find a narrative in the beginning, and then it got a little wishy-washy.
Yeah, like you started saying Paul, Brooklyn, like just random.
Oh, so it might have just been people who are like, "Hi, here, can I talk?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it seems so Dragonfly Muse said, yeah, the males came in hot. Like there towards the end, once you said that there was that first male voice, like they were coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
And Mumsy says, I think that's when I got panicked. It was when the antenna was up. It's interesting because I was making notes of like the conversation and the call and response that was happening. And we got a couple of interesting numbers. And then also I actually made note of at that moment when you were talking, like it felt like everybody started coming in and out. In my mind, as I'm not looking at Finn, I'm not looking at the live stream at all, I'm typing, I just see like a crowd of people and a line forming, like in my head.
Yeah.
Was like, huh, that's an impression.
It felt like one of the dudes seemingly, did Nathaniel come first?
Yeah.
Was that the first dude name?
I think so.
So it felt like then right after him, he must have been like a floodgate. Because I didn't get the impression, like feeling energetically that he was like here to start. I think he came over.
No.
He was like
he came in. No.
When he came, he had his crowd, just like these ladies here have their crowd. And he brought Paul and who were the other ones?
Yeah.
Ben. Maybe somebody was from Brooklyn.
No, they were.
Oh, okay. You got that.
I don't want this to go on the carpet.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Yeah, we're getting 100% and yeps and agrees in my chat.
Yeah, there was a significant tone shift at the point, in my opinion. If you go back and watch it, it was like, we're talking to some ladies, we're having a good time, some hotel workers, that seems really cool. one brochacho pops up, and then like the rest of the brochachos are just like, hey, let me tell you my story, is kind of like the vibe I get, and all their voices started overlapping to me.
That's brochacha's in body as well.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's really active here. I can understand why people have experiences. Absolutely.
Oh, and you heard the baby.
Oh yeah, that was. I would say that is the most unusual thing that I heard during this, because I mean, the hearing a male voice or a female voice or a child's voice, all those are very common. But to hear like an actual baby crying, that's not something that's cycling through FM radio. Especially, I mean, even at that speed, like there's no. It was like a very distinct, like, you know, like that Aaliyah song. It's like,
Right before that, you said mother and daughter.
Right before the.
Yeah.
We were saying that it was like a mother left here.
So, like, the ladies were trying to talk about their very serious situation, and then the dude bros came. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Tale as old as time.
But I think there was a point with asking about, like, potential domestic abuse or whatever that they said no more questions.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
And so we shifted conversation at that point.
Fair.
This never changed.
This didn't move at all.
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
And the REM pod never went off.
So for those of you who are here for the other seances, isn't it weird how the location affects the tools? So like when we're at our house, Ash and I's house, for whatever reason, this always changes. Like it'll go bananas, especially at the last seance. That was insane. At the last seance, I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was just sitting here. It did it. Nobody checked everything. Nothing was happening. And then it stopped. And I said to it directly, I said, if I turn you over, will you do it again? And I turned it over and it went back up to 60 again, which is like, I mean, immediate response with the EMF. But here we got jack shit. So, don't know.
Yeah. Mumsy in my chat says that they felt like all of everybody watching and all of us participating heightened what they personally normally felt, and like it was noticeable in bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, Salem is wild. This is a really curious town. I mean, not even.
Fallen Tricks.
Oh, go ahead.
Fallen Tricks is saying, I'm still concerned as to why we all need to look up. The amount of times look up said in this session was also surprising.
Numerous times.
At our house.
Yeah, this is a recurring thing with all of our seances. Look up always comes up. I don't know why. I mean,
Actually, just like the government is talking about aliens right now.
It could be, but it also came up. Trying to see if this is a spoiler. It also comes up in the show as well.
It's not a spoiler. You have it in your teaser.
It's in the. I just remembered. Yeah, it's in the trailer, right, for Kickstarter. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't. We still haven't figured out what all that means. But whenever any of the New Blood folks get together, we get that.
Someone said it's
Just look up becomes a phrase.
What'd you say?
Someone said it's just the UTs trying to hijack the stream.
It's the UTs. What are UTs? Ultra terrestrials?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. What do you want to do next? I'm happy to go in again, and if you want to listen to Brochachas, but I need to eat a cupcake first.
I think we would need to have a little bit of a reset before we would do another session.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I want then you especially to like stand up and just stretch for a second and like shake it out and have a snackums if you have it.
Oh, I do. I have this cupcake that I bought this morning. I've been waiting all day to eat it. It's melted now, but I don't give a shit.
What kind of cupcake?
Stop. It is oh my God. It's Fruity Pebbles.
Oh!
I'm sharing with you.
Yay. So Sue says drink water, and Mumsy says I want you to go outside. Now I will say, Mumsy, different grounding techniques work better for different people. Finn, if you shove a cupcake in her, grounds pretty,
Time's
which is why there is a cupcake on hand.
Yes.
I knew I was gonna want this after this Estes session.
Ball and Tricks is so jealous of your cupcake right
I'm
now.
sharing it with
So like I vote personally, and like feel free to disagree if you guys feel another way, but like after things like this, I feel like it's necessary to have, gourmet cupcakes and or donuts potentially covered in fruity pebbles on hand.
Absolutely.
It's a necessary tool.
Yes, Kismet. Food does help, especially rich foods. We often have selections of cheeses. We go full charcuterie board
Yes.
because it has got lots of tasty nibbles, both sweets with sweet charcuterie and savory charcuterie.
Yes. And Abri can confirm the
Good.
rampant sweet tooth that I have sometimes.
Oh my God.
It's not all the time, but
Your sweet tooth overclocks mine. I can't handle the amount of sweet that you can.
I don't usually I don't eat a lot of sweets, but when I want it, it needs to be directly from Candy Mountain. Like,
Fern says my gourmet tonight is a pear fruit cup ballin' on a budget. I agree with you. I love me a good pear fruit cup. I ain't gonna lie.
yes.
Some OG childhood shit. Okay. Frick, you have your tarot cards with you? Does anybody want to ask some
I
tarot
do.
while we're having a little...
Anybody want a tarot card?
Mhm.
Frick is an
I brought the
amazing
magic deck
tarot card
tonight.
reader. Feel free to start asking questions.
Yeah, and you know what? You can also, since we're really tuned into the Salem entities, you could, you know, use their energy and wisdom to maybe help through the tarot as well.
Yeah. So we've got. I'm gonna start on the backlog. Spooky Spice.
Spooky.
God, that was
I got the spooky first. So
Mm.
ooh. So this is the deck that everybody's been asking to see because I've talked about it a few times. Spooky, you got the Page of Wands. He is Mr. Vampire, big Jack vibes apparently. The Page of Wands is a card of inspiration, motivation, and action. So if you have something that you've been thinking about, like something that's sort of been floating around, you're like, maybe I could do that, and even if it's not necessarily like a creative endeavor, it's like, oh, maybe I should change this, or maybe I should create this, or maybe I should try this. I think that's a sign that now is the time because the Page of Wands is that childlike wonder approach to things like, ooh, shiny, I like this new thing. But it is also like running after the goal, action, movement to do things. So, and then do we have somebody from the HK chat? Because I'll alternate back and forth.
No questions here yet.
Yeah, one.
Anybody have a question? Oh, Rabbit Ray. Rabbit Ray would like a card drawn.
Okay, then I'll do Ray and then Mumsy.
It's funny. I just keep thinking my
Ooh,
mom because that's what I call my mom, Mumsy. Hi, Mumsy.
Mum. So Ray, for you, you have the Nine of Wands, which is always an interesting card, and you can see Gideon fighting the Eldrazi there. Wands is something like surmountable struggles. You've had time to work up to things, have some progress on some goals, and you achieved them, but they were not exactly what you thought they would be. They are not the castle in the clouds super success that you had been hoping for, but they're not hopeless. It's still goal achievement it's surmountable. It's just also struggles. Like, it's basically winning while driving the struggle bus. So if you have something that has been sort of you've been struggling with recently, know that even in the moments where it feels hopeless, it's not. It is surmountable.
Yes.
And then Mumsy. Ooh. Mumsy, you got a major arcana. We have the Fool, which means that you are at the beginning of a chapter. You have had something come into your life that is starting a new path for you. You are going to probably have quite the journey with it, because usually if you get the Fool, you're right at the very beginning of it. You may not even realize that it's there yet. But go forward with an open mind and an open heart, and the idea to learn and like seek with that kind of childlike wonder again. Like, it's the very beginning. It's exciting. Whatever it is, I hope that it brings you luck and enlightenment.
Rabid Ray responds, okay, just getting called out now. I see how it is.
I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry kind of thing. Like, I have no idea what's going on, but like, I hope that was at least helpful.
We have Dina.
Yeah, if you would like a...
Oh, sorry.
What was that?
Dina K would like a card pulled over here. Dina K.
Dina? All right, we'll do Dina, and then I've got Damned Girl that I'll pour next from my chat.
And Fallen Tricks will follow.
All right, so Dina. Ooh, another major arcana. This is actually my favorite card in this deck because it's my favorite Magic the Gathering character. This is Soren Markov. He is also a vampire, and he represents death in this deck. But death is a transformation. You are probably in progress or shortly going to experience something happen to you, happen for you, happen even in your mind, that is going to change something fundamentally in the way that you engage and interface with reality. And something that you once were, or something that you once felt was yours, will be sacrificed in the process, because that kind of transformation requires that to be sacrificed. But frequently, the things that go with sacrifice were no longer serving you to begin with. So the transformation is often a positive change. Positive in that, like, you learn new things. It doesn't always feel positive, but it's still growth. All right, and then Damned Girl. Oh, well, Damned Girl, you had 2 fall out. Interesting.
What are they?
This is a very blunt message, my dear. I hope that you're prepared. But you got the Hanged Man and the 9 of Pentacles, which is the card of success.
Oh, I love that card.
Well, thank you. It's a little Gabo because he's got all the pentacles.
Great card.
So what this says, these 2 cards together, the Hanged Man on top of the 9 of Pentacles, you need to change your perspective before you can succeed. I don't know what you're trying to succeed in, but this is new perspective and success. So in order to reach success, you have to have a forced new perspective. Blunt, short, sweet, to the point.
Fallen Tricks would like one.
Fallen Tricks, and then Dragonfly Muse.
Okay, and then Beetle Plier after.
Ooh.
Oh, hi, Mom. My Mumsy is here. Hello, Mumsy.
So, Fallen Tricks. You have a beautiful card. You have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy of leadership from the point of view of compassion and empathy, in that she has all of the tools that she needs. She knows exactly how, when, and where to apply them. This energy in your life, either as an individual or something with which you engage, if this is the card that's coming up, is something that you should probably focus on. Either remember it and like bring it into your daily life, or if there's a particular situation that you're inspired that this applies to, just remember that compassion in leadership does not always look like leadership. Like, you're not necessarily the one leading the charge up front, because sometimes the supportive role is the thing that guides the path to where it needs to go, and you have everything that you need at your fingertips. So, and then
I got one here. Who was the next one? Beetle Plier?
Yeah,
And then is it Accidental Pariah?
I think so.
Okay, well, Accidental Pariah, I see you.
okay, so
Beetle-
I'm gonna do Dragonfly Muse and then Beetle Plier. Dragonfly Muse. You know, it's I'm just it is 2 wands. It is the card of determination. You have the inspiration, you have the power, you have the determination. You just got to keep your head down and light the fires. And then we're going to do Beetle Plier.
Oh, thank you, Mumsy.
Ooh, well, this one fell out of the deck for you, Beetle Plier. You have the Page of Cups, which I love and is perfect for this live stream because it's 2 adorable little ghost friends.
Aww.
They're sweet baby ghosts. The Page of Cups is that new feeling of excitement and that thrill of getting to know someone, that young friendship. Even it can even be a little bit of like crush, Twitterpation, like that vibe. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's that new thrill of getting to know someone, that enthusiasm that just like fills you from toe to the top of your head. It's that energy. This card is either usually around a person. If it's in like a spread, it'll give you a better idea of what it's in reference to. But if it comes up by itself, usually what makes you feel that way? Who makes you feel that way? What inspires that effervescence in you? And can you bring it into your life more often? Because that is something that a lot of times gets lost in the day to day and can be a very rejuvenating feeling. So, maybe focus on what inspires that thrill, that excitement, and that like effervescent feeling in your chest.
Thank you to Manda Loves Dan and Jen Rebel. Thank you, guys. We have, let's see, Shadow Walker over here would like a card.
Okay. We got Shadow Walker, and then there was what was the other one from you, Finn?
Accidental Pariah.
And then Leo.
Accidental. Okay, so Shadow Walker, Accidental Pariah, and then Caden. Ooh, Shadow Walker. You have the Knight of Swords. For anybody familiar with Magic the Gathering, there is no one more appropriate than Thalia for that. So the Knight of Swords is very much it is an energy of thought and action. Most knights and pages tends to have some sort of action with them, but the knights are kind of like the knights in shining armor type deal. But this is not the knight in shining armor who is doing it for the love of his lady fair. This is the knight in shining armor who is doing it because it is the thing that is right, like whatever his cause is. That sense of implied justice. Even if he doesn't necessarily have all the details, because he is the knight. He has an air of naivety to his conviction. So maybe take a look at things in your life that, there's like I doubt most chats are going to have blind conviction to things, but like maybe look around the edges and see if there's something that you can question a little bit more thoroughly, or if there's something that you maybe should stand your ground on a little bit more, because the Knight of Swords is very much a card of boundaries. So take a look at those boundaries and see where you might be able to shore up or loosen up a little bit. And then we have oh, okay, Pariah, yours fell out of the deck too, and you have a major arcana. Fraley's the World. The world is the closing of a chapter. All things come full circle. It is not the end, it is just the end of a chapter. So, the next one will start with the Fool, and you will have no idea what it's going on or when it's happening until it happens. But whatever has currently sort of happened in your life, you are coming to the end of whatever personal cycle that you are experiencing. And it is as to be. And I hope that that is a heartwarming prospect and not a terrifying one.
I would say the next person over here is Rebel Ginger DJ.
Okay. I'm going to do Caden and then we'll do Rebel.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, Caden, also thank you for the compliment. You have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords shows a shipwreck, and is the card of retreat. Now, what's interesting about this card is, depending upon the context of a reading, it can be a necessary retreat, like in order to regroup and come back at it. But it can also imply sort of an avoidance, potentially, to issues that are occurring in your life. So what I would encourage you with that card is to take a look at what maybe you need to take a step back from for your own personal good. And then also maybe take a look at things that you might be avoiding. And then DJ. Whoop. Well, sorry, DJ. I'm going to read the first one off the cards that fell out because that was like 12 cards. Ooh. I got Major Arcana literally just like leaping out of the deck tonight, by the way. DJ, your card is Judgment. So Judgment is another one of those action cards. Judgment is towards the end of the Fool's Journey of the Major Arcana. It's actually the card right before the World. So everything that has been learned to this point, everything that you have done, everything that you have not done, everything that you have experienced from others in this chapter of your life is now coming to a culmination. And you are going to have a decision to make on a forking path as to how this chapter of your life is going to progress and eventually complete into the world. This may be very blunt in that you may be struggling with a choice that you're having to make or anything like that. I've had it be just as blunt as you have to make a choice kind of thing. I've had it also be far more subtle in the whole you're not necessarily aware that you made a choice at the fork in the road. It doesn't reveal itself until later. So just know, just know that whatever is happening, everything that has brought you to this point is creating your decisions and like which path your life and chapter will take.
How you doing over there, Finnegan?
I have a really bad headache. I think I did. That was a lot more than I wasn't fully prepared for that. We've been walking like all day, so.
Have you drank enough today?
Probably not. I'm working on it though.
That's good.
I have
Everybody hydrate.
Yes, I have a few over here, but I feel. Do we still have a couple on your side, Frick or Abri?
Nope, we got.
I've got Kismet, and Liz.
All right, I've got Leonie Lancaster, Danielle, and Mermaid. I don't remember the rest of their name. Mermaid something.
Okay. So we'll do Aoni, and then we'll do Kismet.
Okay. Leonie Lancaster, this one's for you.
The Nine of Cups is the card of satisfaction. There is an emotional contentment, either present or coming in to your life, that is like that level of Zen, like sitting in the lotus position with the water floating perfectly over you. Like there isn't a contentment and satisfaction to something in and around the energies of your life. If it is not there yet, I would definitely pay attention to the things around you that sort of bring that satisfaction. Or if you have a project or something that you're working on or something that you're going through, know that that energy is present. And when it happens, I have a feeling that you will, if you are not already, be very aware of it. And then Kismet, I have been shuffling this whole time for you. Ooh, first repeat card of the evening, Queen of Pentacles.
Ooh, good one.
A woman who knows how to lead through compassion. And it's also a very physical here and now body vibe. It's Pentacles have the vibe of Earth. So it tends to be a very tangible sort of support that can be done or can be seen or can be inspired in others. So, hobbies or projects, like things that you do with your hands, that kind of vibe. So if there is a way that like support is something that you are good at or feel like giving to somebody, I'm not sure how it's your life directly, but this is who you are. Everything that you have is at your fingertips, and you know exactly how to be the most effective that you can be through this. And then we had, what was the second one on your list, Finn? I remember Mermaid.
Danielle is next.
Danielle, okay. Interesting. Well, Danielle, I hope you're doing all right. You have the card of facing fear, which is an angel fighting zombies. Because obviously it's the Seven of Wands. And it is literally the card of lighting the torch in the darkness and facing whatever it is that you are afraid of. So if there is something presently that you hear this and go, and you know what I'm talking about, if it's something that you're not aware of, I would take stock of things and fears in your life that might be hindering you or holding you back or not serving you. What can you face that actually would serve you better to work through and move on from? And then Liz, you are next, followed by Amy BB on my chat. So it'll be Liz, Mermaid, Amy BB.
Amy BB.
So I'm familiar with Liz IRL. And when I just pulled this card, I got a very strong mental image. Sorry, my doggo tripped over the cord. I got a very strong mental image. You got the Four of Pentacles, and I'm going to explain this because it is the card of hoarding, and you have a cat man shoveling gold into his pouch. So, Four of Pentacles is actually hoarding for both good and ill. Fours are typically like the fruits of your labors first seen. And it is a reminder to not hoard the wealth for yourself and like share it with the people in your life. And of course, this is not necessarily literally money. It is just the tangible wealth that you have, knowledge, things that you like do and create, share that. Don't keep it all for yourself, because you have things to share with the world that enrich the world. So don't play it close to the chest. Don't shovel the gold coins into your bag like the cat rogue. Share with the world, because it is also hard work that you have done. So you deserve to not only have that praise, but no one will know if you don't share.
Yeah. For Mermaid, I do just want to say that they specifically wanted to ask about business.
Okay.
Yes, and career.
Okay.
Go above the shoe here.
Oh.
Oh no, Fred, the shoe.
Oh no, the shoe is not working. God.
So, I have some good news and some bad news for Mermaid. There is a major arcana, so it is not a small deal, and it hurt you. Unfortunately, it is the Wheel of Fortune, which means that choices for business or career stuff are going to sort of be driven by you and what phase of your journey you are in. Because the wheel always turns and there is balance to the wheel. So whatever your next phase is will be a step different, a quarter turn around the wheel than what you are now. Now, whether or not that goes backwards or forwards is up to you. So it's also kind of a card of you get out what you put in, because we make our own fate. So if the Wheel of Fortune is the card based on your business and like career stuff, then you will get out what you put in, and the next turn will be determined by your actions. And then Amy BB. I love saying it. I'm sorry. I love it. Ooh, second repeat card of the evening. Judgment. Amy, you have a choice that is entering your life. You've got everything that's come to this point has brought you to where you are. You may be aware of the choice, you may not be. But judgment is very much whatever choice and decision is going to lead you into the next chapter of your life and what shape that takes. Basically, what the shape of the world takes based on that judgment. Again, sometimes judgment comes up when it's literally like something as obvious as bacon or sausage. Like it can be, you're aware that there's a choice that you're having to make. Sometimes it can be more subtle though. So pay attention.
Aurora would also like a card. That might be the last one over here.
I've got Lilith, Lady with No Head, Amanda, like good, like there's a couple still over here on mine. So then take your time, drink your liquids, libations.
Well, I want to say real quick, generally, ooh, the shoe.
The shoe!
The shoe! So I am in a slightly more precarious situation than I usually am, in that the candles in my hotel room are going to go out, and you all are in a shoe, so I can barely read what you're saying. Oh, good, Amy, I can see now. She got you good. So what I was going to say, though, is that I need to go to bed because we're leaving soon. But don't worry, we do these seances every week, usually Friday nights. And people are asking in our side, Frick, where they can do a full reading. So I would say to anybody who is in the New Blood chat right now, because I know I've been writing down on my little tiny cupcake container paper here that I know Megan, Crypt, we love you. Aquarius, Jody, and Katie Bug all want readings. If you just want to go over, I'm going to hop off here, but if you want to go over to House Kheperu's live or to Spooky Frick's live, you can still get your card read. And Frick can tell you all about, like, if you want to have a full reading, you know, they have all that information for y'all. But I have a headache from 4,000 entities visiting my hotel room,
Yes.
which I asked for. It's my fault. So love you all. Take care. Bye.
Get some
Love
rest.
us too.